And we're back to Blacklist. I've gotten a few comments saying that I should react to some more Blacklist, and here we go. I know it takes a while for me to upload some Blacklist videos, but with school and like other stuff in my life, it takes far easier to edit Big Bang Theory videos. But I do love this TV show. So for anyone thinking that I've just given up on this, no, it's just I'm finding the right times. Let's get into another one, and we will finish the series, no matter what.
Got you booked on the ground floor like you asked, is that right?
The heck is this guy?
Yes, that sounds perfect. Thank you.
Anything else I can help you with?
Oh my god, he's a crazy
No,
dog.
that's all, thanks.
Did it just pee on the floor? Did I just see that? Why does this guy look like Tom Hanks? Nah, from the back. Man is a master of disguise. And he looks better without the wig, to be honest, Whoa, something seriously happened. What's the scars? He reminds me, I watched the new Alien movie. He reminds me of that, the baby monster. Okay, no offense to that, I'm just saying. That's what it reminds me of. Oh man, he's rapping this. This is, he's definitely killing someone, if he's going to all that length. But he's possibly the smartest criminal, Most people kill someone and don't worry about the splatter. He's like making every inch of that apartment. No trace back to him. How would he get rid of the sheets though? Honestly, I would never do... Honestly, in real life, motels would be really hard... Would be not the place to kill people, isn't it? Because, like, no matter what disguise you do... He put a hair on himself, but his still facial features are, like, semi there, Like, maybe it would be, like, a 40% match, That's still there. But... I would do it with somewhere where like no one will see. That would be good. Not that I would do it or ever would do it, just to be clear. But if I were to do it, I would do it in like a forest. I would not do it in a motel. I would
signing on the form, run you through the system.
I'm in a real hurry here. I wonder if I can look while you run me through.
Go ahead.
The file she has is redacted. No way she finds out what really happened.
You've discovered something curious about your husband, haven't you, Lizzie?
He's investing.
You're not here to be in here.
But they thought that she's unresourceful enough to go search for it, resourceful enough to lie and find it. They underestimated
On her. She's testifying today in a case from her time in New York with Mobile Psych, Mexican drug dealer, Hector Lorca. I want you at the courthouse.
Mind if I come with you? Nothing would make me happier than seeing Hector Lorca being sent away for life.
Why do I get the feeling that you're less interested in watching Lorca than in watching me?
Yeah, that was very sus.
Dembe made contact. Reddington wants to see you alone.
You're due in Port-au-Prince at noon.
It's like the old senior just enjoying his retirement.
This won't take long. Bring the car around.
It was only through the efforts of an FBI profiler that suspicion began to fall on Hector Lorca, leading to his arrest and indictment.
Hector Lorca, that's not one of the victims. I thought she was just beginning her job when the series started. So, like, when did she catch that? Is this like a
Your
time
case
lapse?
is about to go sideways.
Why? What's happened?
Lorca's people have reached out to me. Normally, I wouldn't give him the time of day. He's a vicious little drug lord thug. Certainly nothing there to hold my interest. But their request is of great interest because it concerns you.
What's he asking for?
To kill you?
Transportation out of the country. New identity, passport, bank account, credit cards, as well as the proper introductions to reestablish his operations elsewhere. And he wants it by tomorrow night.
I've got a witness testifying today who's got him cold. Lorca's not going anywhere.
Something is...
That's why there's plastic. I can guarantee you they're gonna kill the witness. I mean, that guy who's wrapping the plastic is gonna kill that witness.
Is going to happen, Lizzie. I don't think you're going to have a very good day in court at all.
It's obvious the reason they put that in the stars. And right after that. Why do they have a dog? Isn't that a liability? Dog here. The Stewmaker. Oh no. Is he a cannibal?
Francesca Trevino was abducted from a school parking lot. Lisa Molinera was taken outside a movie theater. Roberto Peña. 109 victims over the course of 6 years. Members of U.S. and Mexican law enforcement agencies. They were witnesses prepared to testify against him. U.S. and Mexican law enforcement agencies preparing cases against the criminal cartel run. They were witnesses prepared to testify against him. They are all presumed dead. None of them have ever been found.
Lock him up. I've heard of enough. Forget about the law. It's obvious.
Situation.
That's my son, Bobby Peña. He was a member of the U.S. Border Patrol. When he was taken, we never saw him again.
That's obvious. He looks guilty. Lock him up right now. Forget the law.
I saw him. I know who killed my son!
What the hell is happening? Oh no, some...
Get the paramedics in here. Bailiff, secure the defendant. I want this courtroom clear.
He's done something. How did they put some poison in his
It's gonna be okay.
drink?
What is going to happen now?
If the juror can't continue, they'll bring in an alternate. For now, we're gonna keep you in a holding area.
I'll take it from here.
No, 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 no,
I'll go
don't
and find
trust
her. I'll
me.
bring her back.
Please.
Honestly, I feel like this is one of the moments where Red could literally have not been clearer with that like he asked, like he said it's gonna go serious, and the minute you said we have a witness, like shouldn't you like protect that witness? That's your main person who can help your case. It's obvious this guy's a fraud. He should. Why aren't you like being with the witness? Where are you going? What are you doing? Why are you needed here? Your witness is more important.
I got Lorca secure. Just got it from the EMT. The heart attack was chemically induced. That juror was poisoned.
Stairs.
Wait, so she didn't think something was up when that freaking juror just randomly started collapsing? She totally was like, oh, this is just regular. As if it's regular, that's only has a freaking heart attack in jury, in duty, you know? I don't think that, it's probably the most rarest of cases, and yet she was like, it's okay. I don't need to look after my witness, it's okay. And then she went down and he said, oh, he's been poisoned. And that's when she realized that something's wrong with her witness. Her witness is gonna die. Like, come on, Liz. That's not FBI. Like, I feel disappointed in her. I just feels very lack of... You dropped the ball, Liz. You had multiple warnings. Like, where does... I mean, okay, it's been only 3 episodes, but like... Why would you have reason to doubt Red? They're okay with him just selling weapons while he's in bail.
Mr. Reddington is not.
Now!
It seems to be urgent.
Well, I mean, at least for one thing, she can demand people.
Yes, you also have a few dozen of those.
He's like, I don't.
Probably the most convenient time for me.
I don't give a rat's ass. Where are you?
Haiti.
Doing what?
Keeping up appearances. I'm a criminal. The minute I stop being one, I become quite useless to you.
My witness is gone. Lorca's people contacted you. What did they say exactly?
What I told you is what I know. Beyond that, I really can't help. You all seem to be doing a perfectly mediocre job of that on your own.
You guys
I'm after the big
bumbled
games.
it so bad.
The ones that matter.
This case matters to me. To the hundreds of families who deserve to know what happened to their loved ones. No bodies were ever recovered. They never got to take a...
He's like, I'm a criminal, man. I'm a criminal, Lizzie. I probably killed some guys, you know? You can't help. You can't persuade me with sob stories.
No bodies have ever been found.
What? What are you thinking?
Nothing.
He knows. He knows who's killing him.
You should go home, Lizzie. Pour yourself a Chardonnay and move on. Your witness is most likely dead. I think you already know that.
Does she? Because she's a little slow to the thinker. I give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe, like, because of how rare it is. Because of how rare jurors have a heart attack. She probably didn't think that. So maybe I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. Man's rubbing it on his nipple. Remind me never to live in a motel. I mean, stay in a motel. That's too creepy. Google is your best friend. But would they not be tracking, like monitoring a device? Like I know a lot of organizations do that. They can see what you've inputted in their computer. So isn't this company's?
Hey, hold up.
Oh wait, that's on FBI. Why did it look like it was their office?
I know all your tells. Right now, you're telling me that you want to be alone.
That could be suspicious, or that could be just a cute coupley thing.
I just wanted to say what happened today is just part of your job. You know, you deal with bad people, and sometimes bad things are going to happen, and that's not your fault. What's this? Besides the best day ever. Right?
Okay, good. He didn't realize that. As if he realized that something was wrong, I'd be like, you failed twice this TV show. How do you not scratch everything instead of freaking scratching just the name? Like, date also, you know, gives a clue.
Hey, I get it. Bad day at work, come home, don't want to talk to anybody, especially someone whose stitches are officially oozing. It's so gross, I know. And you park yourself in here and cheer yourself up with memories of better times.
We were in Boston that weekend.
Good cover.
You had that job.
Okay, now she doesn't suspect the thing.
It's a great trip.
You may have done it before the Boston trip. You know, still be sus about him.
Do I really have tells?
Lizzie, you're an open book, which is one of the things I love about you. Because I always know exactly what you're thinking.
She's gonna go back to trusting him.
Eyewitness saw.
I don't know. I'm 75% sure that he's a bad guy, or he might be a good guy, but you know, is just keeping a huge secret from her. I don't know. It could be either or. It could be either or, but it's just the way he was looking at her and you know the evidence there. It felt very, you know, sus of him.
There's no sign of him, Liz. I'm sorry.
Has forensics been through?
They're going through now. So far, they've found a hair on the bed skirt, but we don't think it's human.
It's a dog!
The desk clerk said he saw the suspect with a dog. We found traces of adhesive on the walls. We think he maybe used tops or plastic sheeting. It's a motel room. Should be latent prints all over, and there's nothing. He's wiped the place clean.
What do you want?
I've been thinking about your case. What do you have so far?
I'm at the crime scene. Or what we think
Satellite
is the crime
phone.
scene.
To be rich and
Not
have
much.
Tape residue on the walls?
those kind of phones. Those are cool.
How do you know that?
Look in the tub.
Of course he knows that. He already warned you that this was going to happen and you didn't listen to him. Of course he will figure out who this is.
Now.
Chemicals?
You see, Lizzie, now I'm interested.
Oh wait,
Why?
so he knows.
The Stewmaker is in town.
I thought he already figured that out, but I guess he just had a hunch and this confirmed it.
You're going to need a plumber.
We have a bunch of
The
nicknames.
Stewmaker is a true blacklister. The only fellow to engage when one has a particular sort of disposal problem. He's a chemical expert who turns his victims into chemical stew, thus the nom de guerre. No DNA,
He literally
no
puts
nothing.
them in acid.
He makes corporeal problems literally disappear.
That's pure genius. I feel like there's so much people who would do that, go through that way, and it would be so hard to catch them. It would be so hard to catch them. I even know that they would be doing it. Yeah.
It's much more than the proficiency of his tradecraft that gets him on the list. He's a trophy collector.
See, going up intimately and saying trophy collector.
L'amore morte. Stewmaker is the key to so much more. He served the needs of international syndicates, repressive regimes, anyone with a need and the means to pay. The Stewmaker knows where all the bodies are buried. He's got the answers to hundreds of unsolved murders. He's notoriously cautious. I don't even know who he is or where he bases his operation. And believe me, I've tried to find him.
Lorca knows. If not his name, he knows how to make contact.
Yes. I suggest you encourage Mr. Lorca to share that information. The Stewmaker is obviously here now, but he won't be for long. And if you let him slip away, he'll be as gone as his victims.
We know that Luis Pena is dead. We know about the Stewmaker.
My client has no idea what you're talking about.
God.
Cooperate, help.
She is like some mystery figure. This Indian woman. She's like, I knew that they would use her because all the episodes she's been in, she's like so, you know, what is it, dominatrix? I don't know. Okay, that's probably the wrong term, but like, you know, she's hardcore.
Plea agreement.
You're responsible for Luis's safety. I'm sure you promised him all sorts of protection to compel him to testify. This is on you.
Why does he look like Rob Schneider? He looks just a little bit different. Yeah, he looks like...
We've got files on shell corporations, numbered accounts, all related to a mysterious Hector Lorca. But you're not such a mystery anymore.
You're bringing money laundering charges based on what evidence?
I thought we were over this.
Are you dropping this case or not?
This case, yes. But Homeland Security suspects that you may be laundering money through entities with financial ties to terrorist organizations.
He is.
We can frame you unless you give us what you want.
Place while we check it out. Yeah. And that could take some time, you know. Give us the Stewmaker, and we'll set you up in a nice, cozy supermax.
I don't think you really understand who you're hunting. This man
he's just
is much more dangerous than your agents. I'll take my chances with Homeland. I'm a survivor. I like my odds.
What is happening here?
Turn you over to Homeland. It's beyond my ability to help you.
You caught me enough, Agent King. You disrupted my business, my life. You embarrassed me, my family. You think you know me with your profiles? You have no idea.
I guess that's why they needed that. Why do I get the feeling this is Red? I feel like, because like the Stewmaker looks like a lone wolf. He doesn't work with anything. The only reason this would happen is if Red has the means. So I'm sure Reddington has done this, you know, because I'm sure he's like, the FBI won't get anything done. They don't do torture, but I'm good with torture. You know, this is what I see his logic will be. Okay, wait, no. That's Mexican, so maybe it's Hector's gang. His a freaking rocket launcher. I mean, like, you know.
The surveillance footage from the airport.
What did you know about the transport attack?
How did he know where to strike?
I swear to God, if you had anything to do with this...
What you're forgetting is we want the same thing, Agent
Okay,
Russell.
so I guess it is Hector Lorca. He set that trap, you know, he wanted to get out, and he wasn't afraid of Homeland, so this is the way he got out. And he took Keen because... He took Keen because he has a vengeance. She was the one who caught him.
Why would he kidnap Agent Keen? What's his play here?
I have a contract with Lorca to personally hand him a new identity.
That's never gonna happen.
Your witness is dead, you lost Lorca, and he took Agent Keen. I'd say my meeting with Lorca might be the equivalent of you falling on your ass and landing in a pile of Christmas. I meet with Lorca alone.
An FBI agent's life is in jeopardy. There's no bargaining here.
And he cares about her.
When confronting complex equations, the simplest solution is most often the correct one. You lost her. I can find her. It's that simple.
Coming with you.
Then understand I take no responsibility for your safety.
I mean, I'm surprised he backed down on that, but I'm interested to see Reddington's rescue.
I'm gonna make him feel safe. Lorca's gonna walk, and you're gonna have to just trust me.
And I'll never trust you. You know why?
You're a criminal.
Because after tracking me for years, you've come up with one undeniable truth. I only do what's good for me, and that is a person you can trust on.
Lorca will have questions about you. You'll need breviloquent answers.
Breviloquent? I've never heard that word. You're just pulling out the English dictionary to impress everyone. Which I am impressed. Okay.
Mr. Lorca, I'm Raymond Reddington.
I didn't expect two of you.
This is Special Agent Donald Ressler of the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
What the?
Must be open season on the FBI. I like it.
He insisted, dying to meet you.
I feel like that he has a plan. He's not gonna betray him.
What's he saying?
He's telling his man to be ready to cut off your head.
Kill him.
He's also a wonderful dancer.
How do you think Red got a new ID?
Oh.
New passport. Established Interpol data background. New history, false prints.
They planned
That's all
this.
me.
That's interesting.
I'm not the guy you kill, Hector. I'm the guy you pay. And if I don't show up for dinner tonight,
I'm the guy who knocks. You know, that was a killer. Restless speech.
Indeed. Crooked as the Corsican Highway.
Oh wait,
He's an
he was a
asset.
little bit surprised.
So if you're gonna kill
I
my
feel like
inside
they
man,
did plan
the least
this.
you could do is thank.
He's wondering how he would hold up to this, and he impressed Red.
I've also arranged a flight to take you to Venezuela. You just need to sit tight for at least 12 hours.
No, I'm leaving now, tonight.
Not with my assistance, you're not. You're bad for business. You've made a mess. You've abducted an FBI agent. I presume she's dead.
I don't know.
surveillance camera, every law enforcement officer in this town is looking for you. No way you're getting out of here anytime soon.
So just sit tight. Take your new identity, catch a ride on my plane, and let me clean up your mess.
He's so convincing. I believe him every time.
Yes. So, where is the man holding the agent?
You have a problem with me disposing of this bitch?
Honestly, like, you know, like, I've seen multiple, you know, like, detective shows where they have to lie and stuff like that, but, like, you cannot tell me that isn't one of the most convincing lies that people have done. Like, he literally, it doesn't even feel like he's trying to stop him. Like, if I was Lorca, I'd be like, okay, that makes complete sense. Like, he didn't stutter, he didn't, like, change his rhythm of his voice, nothing. He literally, it really feels like he was trying to help him.
Agent Keene will soon disappear. That is the price for taking everything I have.
See, that's the problem right there. You let your emotions get the best of you, which is how people wind up in jail.
And he's so confident because never in his deal, he only has Dembe. That's like only one person he has to protect him, and the others have like 500, like 10 people having a gun pointed at him. That takes guts.
Need the name and location of the man holding Elizabeth Keene.
Are you sure it is not you who's acting on
Yeah,
emotion?
such a weird beard. Who cuts their beard right there and just have a strip right here?
It is personal.
I mean,
I want your man.
A bad beard, but that's a
So,
terrible
let me
beard.
spell it out.
I have no idea why he talker.
Then good luck to you,
he gave
Mr.
it to
Lorca.
the Stewmaker. That sounds like the Stewmaker.
I have a contact. That is all.
He has like so many gods. He could have just like pointed a gun at them and say, "Give me that. Give me all those passports." But no, his aura literally dismantled him. Reddington's aura is that god. That's what I'm saying.
Got a contact from Lorca. Brought us to a mailbox rental place in G-Town.
The name of the mailbox renter was an alias, Bill Connors.
We found his driver's license at the DMV and matched his fingerprints to chemical purchases in Maryland. The Stewmaker has a name, Stanley R. Cornish. Runs a dental practice in Kitzmiller, Maryland.
Not 100%, but Cornish is definitely person of interest number one.
I hope you're on your way to Kitzmiller.
You are.
What the heck is he in researching? Oh, Kane in here. He's gonna become a detective.
Time to go.
Just took him. This is like go. It's the zero ground of the FBI. Not even close. That was so hilarious. He's like, time to go. To York, the evidence. We good. But I assume you can see he knows how to find the Stewmaker better than they can.
I have a name. I'm a person. I have a husband. I want you to know who I am.
Honestly, yeah. If you don't like me, if you ever get in trouble, I don't see why anyone wouldn't try and play the plea game. You make up of having a son, a daughter, or whatever, or just having some like meeting. I would try at least once. If anyone doesn't try at least once, you can't blame them. You know.
Maryland Animal Control, this is Diana. Can I help you?
Yes, hello, Diana. This is Stanley Cornish. I'm in a bit of a panic. My dog has gotten out, and I've lost my cell phone with the tracking code.
Oh my God,
I was
that's
wondering
smart.
if I might bother you for the code, and if you could reboot the application for this mobile device.
And dogs?
He's an emotional support dog. Please hurry. My heart, it's pounding, and I'm having trouble breathing.
I mean, you understand decency, don't you? At the very least, I should know the name of the person who's going to take my life.
Could he be like a little bit autistic? Because
I know the name they call
the way
you
he
out
walks
for.
is like very like
It's disparaging,
careful.
disrespectful.
And autistic people are like very.
But it's not who you are, is it? It's not how you feel.
The way he
about
was moving
yourself.
just then. Well, he's talking.
They call you the Stewmaker because of the chemicals you use to dissolve human bodies.
Nature.
What about nature?
It's the transference of energy. Oh. You cannot die. It can only be transformed.
Is that what you do? Transform energy?
I wouldn't say so.
Better.
You still have a lot of liquid in the tub once everything's dissolved. Very clean.
We can see him! Oh my God! What? Oh my God! What?
Everything's okay. We're FBI.
No, where are you taking my son?
He's gonna be fine, ma'am.
He's gonna be okay, all right?
He'll be fine, ma'am. Are you Eleanor Cornish?
Yes.
It's your husband, Stanley Cornish.
Yes.
Where is he now, ma'am?
I don't know. He isn't here. What's happening? Why do you want to talk to Stanley? Where is my boy?
Easy.
You have kids? A son?
This must be incredibly finding. It's to still be able to question this.
How old
question
is he?
him after
How old
this.
is your son?
Well,
A son?
oh, he stopped. It must be
Son,
incredibly hard to do this
How old is he?
question
How
while
old is
you're
your son?
also being kidnapped.
He's 11.
He's just admitting that it's even after he's been boiling other people's guts.
Son, he's 11. I married late. She's a nice woman. What about you? Are you a mother?
Yes, say yes, say yes, yes, yeah.
No.
That's good.
You lie, man. You lie.
There's a nerve cluster just under the shoulder muscle. The pain should be quite intense.
Oh my God, that's the worst when people do like nerve.
My husband likes to get away. He goes fishing.
Where does he fish?
We have a little cabin up in... I don't go there. It's his place.
We're gonna need guys that know those woods.
Ah, but
We're getting
Reddington's
very
already
close,
on it.
Dempsey. Pull in at the next shop. We're gonna need meat.
What?
Tell me, how does it work?
You don't have time for meat. I mean, I assume that's for the dog,
How
but
do you
that's
make
still
them
so.
disappear so quickly?
You don't need that.
It is perfect, isn't it?
You don't have time. She literally got stabbed in the shoulder. Wait, what the? Didn't he stab her? Where's the blood? It's a continuity error. As a film student, I'm ashamed.
I have to watch this. Why don't you go play?
Why are you doing this?
You don't take life. You clean up death.
Everything changes. Everything evolves. This is my evolution.
What the hell is with his scars?
I think this idea of you vanishing people to aid nature is a lie. I think you're trying to solve something else. Your past, maybe? Whatever you are!
God, he's a lanky beast though. That will need a harder punch. Okay, I'm honestly keep falling. That's faster than just running. Now the dog, he has a dog. You can't hide. You gotta keep running. That's the only choice you have. Okay, it's just really interesting because how did he get there when the dog was there? And she was also running. She was literally falling. How did he get there so fast? Man is some undue craziness. You can't blame me for trying.
You know I was wrong about you.
You are a murderer.
You're not perfect.
Okay. I don't know who she was talking to, Reddington or him.
Hello, Lizzie.
There is some special connection. He really does care about her.
The effects will dissipate soon. You're gonna be fine.
That's just like a statue of nakedness. Well, okay, he's gonna exact so much punishment on this guy.
A farmer comes home one day to find that everything that gives meaning to his life is gone.
Reddington's story.
Crops are burned, animals slaughtered, bodies and broken pieces of his life strewn about, everything that he loved taken from him, his children, burden of existence. He makes a promise to himself in those dark hours. A life's work erupts from his knotted mind.
You really despise.
Years go by. His suffering becomes complicated. One day he stops.
Can't you hear?
A farmer who is no longer a farmer sees the wreckage he's left in his wake. It is now he who burns. It is he who slaughters.
Well, his teeth is a bit crooked, which makes it perfect for this.
Doesn't he, Stanley?
It's like your time for reckoning is happening. What do you mean he couldn't help it?
Maybe you're right.
What do you mean he couldn't help it? Where's the evidence that he couldn't help it? Unless he's autistic, you know, or mental disorder as well. Is that what she's saying? He has mental disorder?
He's not damaged beyond repair. Maybe he could make amends.
He's definitely shoving him into the tub
so terribly.
But
or maybe not.
Okay. So I had to rewatch that just to make sure that what I'm about to say makes sense. I definitely don't think that Red was talking about the Stewmaker. I think Red was talking about himself. You know, because so many of the facts does talk about like how he came, like, you know, his background story where he's most likely talking about himself, like, because it matches. And, you know, he knew about the fire of Liz's family. And so I feel like there's a connection between him, like, caring about that fire, and that's what he was talking about. That happened, and he got annoyed, and he got angry, and then he went on a criminal streak, and then he realized the way he decides that is by helping Liz. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I don't think he's talking about I don't think he's talking about the Stewmaker, because the Stewmaker has a kid, has a family. I don't get what trauma is. Did I miss something? Did I miss him talking about how he had past trauma? That was an interesting philosophy about Red's life. Maybe he can change. He doesn't think he can change, and then he just tops him into the bathroom. Oh my gosh, she's more freaked out about that than she dying.
Where's Cornish? We've had a little incident. Agent Keene needs medical attention.
What happened in this episode? She begins to trust her husband again because of that whole 2012 date thing that he managed to elude her to. But I'm still not convinced that he's a good guy. I mean, he's not hiding something from her. And she's now scared of him, because that was a look of horror. That was a look of terror. So it's gotten really bad for you, Reddington. But I mean, like, what I suspect is true, that he cares like a lot for her, because like he was like really wanting to get to her at that time, and then with the GPS and like, he's like, all in a day's work. I don't really care about. That's pretty crazy that he just has a bunch of the evidence just lying out in the open. Wait. Whoa. Why does that guy look like Jeffrey Epstein? And why does that guy look like Jeffrey Epstein? Did he kill a bunch of Jeffrey Epsteins? Is he a good guy? Is that how Jeffrey Epstein was actually a murderer? Wait. Hold on. Who's that? Alright, clearly he knows who that person is. But like Reddington isn't also usually, it doesn't really get mad. In fact, he uses emotions to get his way with that whole when he shot Chinese agent in the previous episode. He used his anger to pretend to make sure that to cover his tracks, and he also used his anger at Wu Jing to distract him. He never really gets angry, is what my point is. Like, unless it's to manipulate other people. But at that time, he like, you could feel that he was like angry, even though he was like saying it in a calm way. It felt, I don't know about you, but it felt like he was angry. And I first thought it was just because of Liz, but like that picture had, and it was a kid. Does he know that kid? Would Liz? Maybe he cares about that kid. Does Liz know who that kid is? Maybe if she sees her picture, she might recognize what the connection between her and Reddington is. Maybe those two kids were Liz and her were childhood best friends, and that's how. And maybe that's Reddington's father. I don't know. I'm just joking, but that might be too far-fetched. That's probably a too far-fetched theory, but like I got to know. I know. I'm so intrigued. I just know, based on how TV shows go, that it will take like a whole season before we even learn anything about her. But I'm intrigued.
I'm carrying my heart.
And if that guy's a bad guy, Wrestler's a good guy, so would this come? But I mean, I'm just joking. She sees a comforting person, and that was a terrifying crazy thing. Literally stabbed her shoulder for the most pain.
Here. It's horrifying, but at least you can give peace of mind to some of the families.
You're no better than him.
You gonna tell on me, Lizzie? Tell Harold how bad I've been?
No, she won't. She would still use him. She's still...
Yes.
I still don't get why she's like defending him. Like, sure, yeah, killing anyone is wrong, like the FBI, but she was going at it another way that he can't help it. And I'm like, am I watching the same thing? Like, I guess because she's a profiler, that she probably profiled that he's a mental illness, you know, person. And because like all he said was, I'm doing it to nature to balance the thing. Is that what mental illnesses do? But like, again, like, he's killed hundreds of people. Obviously, we've seen that was a kid that he's killed kids. I mean, he's not killed the kids, but he's freaking boiled their bodies up. They made it into a stew, you know? Like, not have killed them, but he sure as ain't. I mean, but he's done equal to by dismantling the body, you know? Without that's also crazy, you know. So I don't get how him killing that creep is like, you're no better than him, when in reality it's like, for her, in her point of view, I would see that as he cares. He got angry on my behalf, you know, and he was angry at that time, you know. So I wouldn't see that. I mean, sure, he's not a good guy. I'm not saying that he's a good guy. I'm not saying that she should see him as a good guy, because he is still a criminal. We all know that he's a criminal. He was number 4 on the most wanted list. I wouldn't see how him doing that equals he's as bad as the Stewmaker.
How can you live with that?
I do
By
things...
saving your life.
Exactly. Like, that's why he could look at it. I think Restless suspects that.
The book I just gave Agent Keene should help to put Lorca or many of his kind away for a nice long time.
Yeah, but Lorca got away.
Cost of doing business.
No, you're not just gonna let him go. He was offensive. You didn't like that.
He's trying to test him.
He is on my jet.
He just gave him away. But wouldn't that Lorca suspect and tell his buds that Reddington's a snitch? Because wouldn't that be a new insight that Reddington like gets angry on behalf of Agent Keene? So like, you know, it's like his only emotional attachment. And Dembe, like people who he cares about. He's loyal to the people he cares about, you know. Because we also see that he dismantled that crazy sex trafficker ring, child trafficker ring, because of Dembe, you know. It's like a gray area. It's a gray area. But who's this girl? It's not her, because that's his victims.
I know things have been a little weird between us lately.
Why?
I think we were talking about getting out of town for a few days. I think we could really use it.
This Jake Gyllenhaal is doing something.
You're gonna get through
Gyllenhaal lookalike.
I promise.
So many questions. What the frick was that? What the frick is that? Why would he lead her back to... If he did do something with a gun in Angel Stratton Hotel, why would he go back to the same crime? And 2, if that crime was dated that July 29th, so if he did do that crime and he saw that date, why would he, like, literally the day after, he would say, let's go to that same location? You know, that's also, wouldn't that date also make him, like, think that maybe she's thinking about that? No. But either way, the third question. Man, it's running through my brain right now. Third question. That is such a huge coincidence. It can't be a coincidence. And why would he ever return to the scene of the crime? I don't get it. What is in his mind? If he's innocent, how is he picked the one hotel that has the same name as, like, you know, the crime that she witnessed? You know, it just doesn't make any sense. But that was so many twists and turns and plot twists and things that we have to figure out, like that girl that he picked up, and, like, you know, Reddington's behavior, and the husband still is crazy. The husband still might be a bad guy or a good guy, but just with a huge secret. And yeah, I can't wait to watch another. Honestly, if we get to 8 likes, if we get to 8 likes on this video, I'm gonna upload another one immediately on Monday. So please hit that like button. And yeah, thanks for watching.